much for joining me today. Day number 2 of our 30 days of yoga. Welcome. My name is Stephanie. I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today we're just going to dive back into the basics. We are going to start in a standing position, Tadasana, aka mountain pose. So go ahead, come on your mat with me. Bring your feet about hip width apart, rooting them into the ground here. Slight bend in those knees. Neutral pelvis. Shoulder blades wrapped back. Crown of the head reaching towards that ceiling. And go ahead and shut those eyes down. Palms of your hands can be facing the front of the room. And here we are. Absolutely beautiful mountains. Standing here. Strong and steady. Very much like a tree. Except mountains don't move when the wind blows. Outer forces don't touch mountains. Maybe an earthquake would shake the mountain. The wind will not shake the mountain up. And you are a mountain. Be the most beautiful mountain that you can imagine here. Go ahead and take some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. This is called Ujjayi breathing, and it is one of my favorites. We breathe in and out of the nose to build the heat up inside to carry us through our practice. And if we get too hot or we feel a certain way, we can breathe out the mouth and let some of that heat out. Our breath is one of the most powerful tools that we have in life. Not just on this yoga mat, but in life in general. Very nice. If you have your eyes closed, you can go ahead and open them back up. We're just going to take some really gentle knee lifts here. So go ahead and pull that right knee up. Seeing what it feels like to balance on that left leg here. See how far up you can pull that knee without falling. And if you do fall, it's okay. That mat is there to catch you. And release. Let's try the other side. So go ahead and pick up the left. And just see where we come here, making sure that right foot is firmly planted into our mat before we try to pull up any further on that left knee. Feeling that all in the hip flexors. And release it. Beautiful. Let's go and take some neck circles. So right ear, right shoulder. And down through center and roll over left ear, left shoulder. Back down through center. Right ear, right shoulder. Center over to left ear, left shoulder. Go ahead and look up, stretching all down the front of that neck. And bring it straight down, chin to chest. You can take your hands on the back of your neck or your head and just pull down gently. Come on back up. Whew. Let's go ahead and do some shoulder stretches. So right arm all the way across the body. Left arm comes up to hold it in place and maybe gently tugging on it. Our shoulders can become so tight when we're doing all the down dogs and the chaturangas. This is just a really great way to stretch them out because mobility is a thing. Okay, go ahead and release, and left across the body, right arm pulls on the left. Nice. Beautiful, and release. Okay, so now we're gonna pick up that right foot again, and this time we're gonna hold on to it, and we're gonna roll that ankle to the right, and then roll it to the left, feeling how that feels a little different. Like I said earlier, if you fall, it's okay. The mat's got your back. We're just playing with our balance here. Rolling the foot one way, and then rolling it the other way. Using your other hand for balance. Go ahead and release. Left foot, pick it up. Pull it in. Find that balance. Okay, and roll that ankle. A little chaotic there getting into it, but it's okay. Roll it one, and the other, back the other, and back to the other. I love rolling an ankle. Feels so good. Okay, so we're gonna have some more fun. Bring your arms to cactus. We're gonna bring our right knee to elbow. Or at least try, right? I'm not getting it there, but I'm trying, right? We're trying to get it up. I am not collapsing, okay? I'm working our hips, not obliques, okay? Arms in cactus. Let's just do 10 right knee, right elbow, or that's the direction it's going, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and knock on heaven's door here. So just take those hands, blowing them left to right, allowing them to hit your hips each time we come around. And we'll come back into our cactus arms. Left knee, left elbow, 10 times, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Go ahead and knock it again. Hip flexor was feeling that one on the left side, which is great. That's exactly what we want to feel. So if you're not at the top of the mat, go ahead and come to the top of the mat with me. Inhale, arm up overhead. And go ahead and exhale, slice down through that sky to a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. It's just ragdoll here. Gently swaying left to right. A very deep bend in the knees. Trying to get that belly on those thighs. Giving the spine a nice and well-deserved little break here. On your next inhale, go ahead and halfway lift. So hands may be at shins, they may be at the thighs. Wherever you are, I want your most beautiful legs straight, leaning forward, and I want your spine as straight as you can get it. Wherever your hands need to be, have them there. And exhale, fold back down. Beautiful. Plant those hands, step the right foot back, followed by the left. We are in plank. Just hold here for a second. If it feels good, you can rock forward and backwards. Little wrist warm up here. And push back or roll back to our downward facing dog. It's our first down dog, so go ahead and walk that dog out, dropping opposite heels. Or you can find stillness here if that's what you're feeling for today. Always finding what feels good to us on that day. Some days I want to come here and be completely still. Some days I like to feel this movement and the stretch that it offers me. Beautiful. Sweep that right leg up, 3-leg dog, square hips. And go ahead and bring that leg through. We're in our runner's lunge here, so just feel this runner's lunge here. We're not coming up. So on that left foot, just rock back and forth gently. When you do that, you're going to feel the stretch in that left thigh, hip flexor, psoas muscle there. And you're probably feeling this in your right leg too. Go ahead and sweep that right arm up towards the sky, a little revolved side angle here. Breathe. Beautiful. Go ahead and frame that foot. Step it back into our 3-leg dog. And release it down into our down dog. Then we're going to vinyasa. So roll forward into plank. And then lower down chaturanga. If you have to lower down the knees, do that. And then push up into our upward facing dog. Thighs lifted, chest puffed up. And push back and meet me in downward facing dog. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and sweep that left leg up, 3-leg dog. Squared hips. And bring that foot through. Now we're on our runner's lunge on the left. So go ahead and do that same rocking motion that we took on the other side here. Feeling the difference in this side. Especially in my hip flexor here. This right side is way more open than my left side, and I can feel it. Very nice. So we're going to sweep the left hand up. Revolved side angle. Beautiful. So go ahead and plant that hand and frame that foot. Step back, 3-leg dog. Beautiful. Release it. And we're vinyasa. So we're going to roll forward into our plank. Lower down into our chaturanga. And push up into our upward facing dog. And push back. Meet me, downward facing dog. Very nice. If you want, you can take child's pose here. Otherwise, we are going to sweep that right leg up and bend that knee and just take some hip circles here. So just take 3 one way and then reverse that circle and take 3 the other way. Beautiful. Go ahead and release that down and lift the left leg up and do the same circles here. So go one way 3 times and then switch that circle and go 3 times the other way. And then come back to our downward facing dog here. Sweep that right leg up and bring it through. We're going to inhale, rise up into our warrior 1. So our left foot is pivoted, our right toes pointing towards the front of our mat. We can see our right big toe. This right knee is not splaying over the right ankle. Arms are up overhead. Breathe. And we're going to open up into our warrior two. So just bring the arms parallel. Pelvis goes towards the side. Inhale. And exhale here. We're going to pivot that right foot and turn it in for our wide-legged fold here. With the hands on the hips. And fold. Beautiful. Interlace your opposite elbows here and sway left or right. If your head touches the mat, I recommend you bring your feet in together. That way you have room to sway left or right. Go ahead and plant that right hand down and sweep the left arm up towards the sky. Gaze can follow. Beautiful. Place the left hand where the right hand is and sweep that right hand up. Breathing and not holding or clenching here. And release that hand back down. Beautiful. We're going to rise back up. Wide-legged pose here. And we're going to pivot over. So our right foot will be pivoted. Our left feet pointed forward. And here we are in our warrior two. I should have done this the other way so we would face in the camera. It's okay. So same things on this side. We can see that left big toe and our left ankle, or our left knee is not over our left ankle. Parallel is as far as it's going to get. Our arms are parallel. We're breathing in our beautiful warrior two here. And drop that right hand to come up and around into our warrior one. Beautiful. Just breathe here for a second. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Go ahead and frame that left foot and step it back. Three-leg dog. And release it down. Beautiful. You can do the child's pose here if you want. Otherwise, you can vinyasa with me. It'll be our last vinyasa. So let's go and roll forward into plank. Lower down chaturanga. Push up, upward facing dog. Hold it here for just a second. Feeling into that back. And push back into downward facing dog. Nice. Take a few deep breaths here. Roll onto those knees. Mermaid into the right and sit back. So we're going to come into boat. So I want you to go ahead and get both those sit bones firmly planted on the mat. You can take your hands behind your thighs. And we're going to just pull back into boat. Nice straight spine. Core is engaged here. If you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands out beside your legs. We're going to take toe taps here. So it looks like this. We'll do 20. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. Hands together. Let's do 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Hug those knees in and roll back onto your back. We're just going to massage the spine here so you can rock and roll left to right. And then we're going to rock rock and roll, up and down that spine here. Finding the child inside of you, rocking back and forth, letting the legs come over and up, over. Oh yes, I am a big kid, just so you're aware. So all kiddie play is my style. And let's roll back. Speaking of, and find our happy baby. So you can spread those legs and you can pull right behind the knees here. You can pull on the calves. You can pull on your ankles. Or you can grab the outside edges of your feet. We are pulling our knees down towards our armpits. They are not there. It's just the general direction that they are going. Oh, yes. Playfulness. We could all use more playfulness in our everyday lives. Yeah. And I'm so excited that you have joined this big kid for 30 days. I hope that I'm able to bring the child that is inside of you screaming out. Let's let her out. She's still there screaming like she was when she was a little girl. She hasn't gone anywhere. Promise. Nice. Go ahead and release those legs. Hug those knees in. Giving yourself the biggest hug that you've given yourself or anybody all day long. And go ahead and send those legs out long. Finding our Shavasana here. Tuck those shoulders. Palms face up. And let's let it all go. I'm going to take a big inhale through the nose and let it out through the mouth. So go ahead and inhale. And let it out. Let's do that one more time. Go ahead and inhale. And let it go. Allowing your body to absorb all that wonderful energy you just created. Allowing your breath to return back to its natural rhythm. Find the stillness. Embody the stillness. Slowly begin to bring some awareness back by wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe taking a big stretch overhead and rolling over to one side and pushing your way up into a beautiful, easy seat. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands at heart center. I thank you so much for showing up with me today. The light in me acknowledges and honors the light that is inside of you. Namaste.